the company started laying off. It was really, really scary for us because we didn't really know what's gonna happen and if we are going to be included.
Cabin proceed for departure.
Hey guys, actually missed this one already. I miss vlogging every single day. So right now, might as well do that. It is actually a Sunday here. My husband is not here. He is in another province in Cebu. Let me just take my tripod for now. Yeah, so doesn't matter even if I'm gonna be doing a vlog. I will still be connecting it to my flight attendant experiences. Because as promised, I'll be making topics regarding flight attendant or could be experiences or stuff like that in the next few days or weeks. It depends on how many contents I could make. All right, so I'm gonna just set up my tripod. So I'm glad that I can actually go farther from the camera, and I hope you guys are okay with this. So yeah, I actually just reviewed some of my photos and videos of my life as a flight attendant before, and I saw my video regarding doing a cargo flight during the pandemic. So today I am doing another cargo flight. This is really very exciting for me because there's no passengers and you have nothing else to do actually, just to, you know, check the cabin if there's any fire or something like that. So I guess I'm getting used to the cargo flights every now and then, and it's going to be a very long week for us because I just came from Bangkok, and in Bangkok now we're on the way to Nagoya, Japan, and then from there we are gonna have a layover and we're gonna go to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to, well, we're supposed to go to Chicago after that, but they just changed our roster. So instead of staying in Atlanta for 24 hours, we're gonna stay there for another like 2 days before we're gonna go head back to Doha. So this is really very exciting for me, and I am just so proud of myself doing this kind of flight during this pandemic. It was actually a tough experience for us. Well, for sure, you guys also had your own story. But during those times when the pandemic hit, I actually just got married. We got married December of 2019. And then the moment we went back to Doha, then we saw all these things in the news. I hope you guys don't mind the background noise sometimes. But anyway, so yeah, I think around January, February, most of the airports were closed. And for us, we were also confused as to what's going to happen next. At first, we thought it was just temporary, it will be just in a short period of time. And then we never really realized until I think 6 months have passed and we have still the same situation. And I remember, of course, wala nang flights, di ba? So, most of the time, naghahantay lang kami ng rosters namin. So, basically, all of our schedule, like, normally we have like 1 month schedule. We have like specific flights to actually go to. But those times, we didn't have that kind of schedule. So normally we have like either standby or all ops. We're actually a bit lucky that, like in my part, I was still able to actually have at least one flight per month, which is very unusual because most of my colleagues, they had like once in every 3 months. So technically it was so boring, and you know, if you have nothing else to do and you can't go out, you're gonna go crazy, I guess. After a year, let's say 2021, the company started laying off. It was really, really scary for us because we didn't really know what's gonna happen and if we are going to be included, because it was almost every week that they will just call, like, I don't know if it was random or something, but they call our colleagues and they ask you to go to the office and then only to know that you're already been redundant. And it was really hard. And to be really honest, I had three of my closest friends who were also included. And it was really sad. It came to a point that every time I do my briefing, because you guys know that we do briefing, right? I felt like crying every time. Those friends of mine were actually my bridesmaid during our wedding. Not a good experience for us, but we did learn something from that experience, that there's nothing certain in this world anymore. You could lose your job anytime, and that you're just a staff member. You guys know that we are like, what, thousands of employees, and just like that, if the company decides to let you go, they can just do that. The lesson that we got from that experience was that, yeah, everything was so uncertain, and it was also the moment we managed to pay off our two houses. Before we got married, my husband and I actually bought two low-cost townhouses back here in the Philippines. And it was only like, I think we managed to get it at a very low price for the next 15 years. And then when pandemic came, we realized that we could lose everything if we don't prioritize our needs. So technically what we did, we managed to actually pay it off at some point. I didn't know how we did it, but yeah, both houses are already paid off. And in fact, we also managed to save up for the apartment. During uncertainties, I think there's always something to learn from it. That's it. I never thought that I will actually miss my husband like this. It's so boring here in the house, and I don't like to watch the TV. I was actually on the phone for the last 30 minutes already, but actually I finished all the organizing here in the house. So I'd like you to see one more puppy here. Marie! 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 Hello, Marie! And this is Maggie, the big sister. I have organized a lot of stuff here actually. I know I really need to declutter and give those stuff that we don't use anymore, but I don't know where to start. I feel so overwhelmed with so many stuff already, and we still have some stuff, a lot of stuff actually, in our other house. And yeah, we are planning to actually sell them. I used to bid China Flight Shanghai, and the other one was Hangzhou or something like that. There was one specific China flight that actually pushed me to go with the gown rental business. So I managed to actually buy, I would say, 10, 20 gowns. It's not just from China. We didn't push our plans anymore. So we have so many gowns and suits, and we don't know what to do with them. So there were just in the old house, and we are supposed to actually take them and start taking photos of them so I can post them online. It is already 7:30 in the evening here, and I'm currently making spaghetti. And until now, my husband is not yet here. Ang daming lamok. Um, I feel so bad for my husband because he's super hardworking, and the reason why he's actually in Cebu right now because he's buying some eggs because our supply is actually not enough for our customers here, and we managed to actually, you know, find more customers somewhere in the north, but our supply is not enough. So we found a way to, instead of losing them, to get supplies for them. And eventually, when we expand our poultry business, for sure we will be able to provide it to them directly. But for now, we need the support of the other farms, because it's just not enough. So I'll probably just be eating alone later on. I've actually changed the setup of our kitchen. So it was, this one here was supposed to be in this side. So it was closer to the wall, but the fridge is right here. I mean, it was supposed to be in the middle, and now I did it like that, so it's a bit spacious. So let me just finish my cooking and then I'll be right back. So my dinner is ready. This is my own version of spaghetti, Filipino style. And of course, I have to make one for my hubby. I know probably had dinner already, but who knows? He might be hungry when he arrives. So let's eat. This one is actually nice with a glass of red wine. You know, we used to have wine tasting when I was still flying because it's a requirement for us to get familiar with the kinds of wines that we have on board. And it's actually all about wine pairing, okay? Your wine will not taste good if you're not pairing it with the correct wine. So red to red, white to white. What I mean by that is if you have a red meat, red sauce, it has to be red wine. But if it's white, let's say carbonara, white wine. Salad as well, it's white wine. So it's all about pairing. And then also you have to remember that say you have like a dessert. So the best pairing for that would be, it could be a champagne, or you could have like a sweet white wine, because the sweetness of the dessert, it will complement technically to the taste of, so it will not be so sweet at all. I'm going to turn it off for now because I want to focus on eating. So I'll see you later. I am done with my dinner. Now I'm having a sweet finale. It's leche flan. Actually, this was made by my mother-in-law because apparently, I think 1 week ago we bought like 100 trays of eggs to, also supply it to our customer. And then we actually just met an accident. There were 7 trays of eggs that were broken, or maybe almost 10, something like that. So there were a lot of egg yolks and whites. It was such a disaster. So this is the reason why my husband is not taking me anymore to get the eggs. But of course, because they will be transporting like 400 eggs in the van, so I couldn't really help them. And he cannot be alone as well, so he just brought with him one of our workers in the farm, and yeah, he just messaged me that they're on their way back here, but unfortunately the timing for the ferry to cross to our island is, I think, 9 o'clock, which is about what, I think already 30 minutes from now. So hopefully he's already in the barge now. So I did my second shower and hopefully my last shower already for today. It is already past 9 in in the evening here. Still waiting for my husband. Yeah, he asked me to just go to bed early, but no, I probably just gonna wait for him. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again next time.